Hello trophies, welcome to this week's 25-minute firm body Pilates yoga ballet-inspired class. I'm Trophy Sally. Welcome all new members. I see so many members jumping into this membership every single week, and I'm so excited to have you here. I want to give you a quick rundown and say that you get 6 new workouts every week, as you probably already know. And what I want you to do in these classes is to observe and to participate and to not expect yourself to be perfect. I actually like everyone to come in at a lower intensity than they might think that they want to come into class with, because when we approach class thinking that we need to push hard and burn maximum calories, we're missing the point of how this is an opportunity for us to come in and stretch and strengthen our bodies. Our heart is going to pump, our lungs are going to breathe, our brain is going to think, our body is going to burn calories. But what we want to do is connect to our bodies stretching and strengthening. And how we do that is we feel our bodies lengthening and stretching, and we feel the stretch. There's typically a good feeling that's associated with stretching, kind of a high, a release. And then we also feel our strength in our bodies, and we get a high from that too. We're tapping into dopamine, serotonin, endorphins when we're strengthening and stretching our bodies. Leave calories to the side and come into these classes as opportunities to hang out with a trophy twin, to learn, to practice, to go easy, and to stretch and strengthen your body. All right, let's go ahead and get started with this class. I do want to say that at the end of class, I'm going to bring my chair over here for bottoms up. And so if you have a chair that doesn't slide around, that you feel safe putting your hands down on so you can gently bounce into the backs of your legs, it's so nice to have. You can have your hands down on the rim of your rebounder, no problem. You can even slide your feet back. You could even have one hand up on your handlebar while you're stretching into the backs of your legs. That's totally fine too. But once you have a chair here and you try this for the first time, you'll love it. You also could put your rebounder next to a couch. That might not be sustainable for you to do during class, but I recommend doing it in the evening times. If you have a rebounder next to a couch and you find yourself hanging out in this position, you can switch your feet position around and you can stretch into the backs of your legs, and that's just amazing health for the body. So let's go ahead and get started with this class. 25 minutes of powerful fun. Let's practice, let's have fun. Let's go with our energy flow too, because our energy changes throughout the day, throughout the weeks, throughout the months. And it doesn't matter where our energy is at. We just need to meet our energy where it's at, so we stay in those good feelings in our body. So let's go ahead and connect with our mat, grounding our feet, finding our balance, standing tall, mouth closed, eyes relaxed, poised. Feel that symmetry in the shoulders, standing tall, hands down to your sides. Perfect. Now gently look over your left shoulder, feeling your neck gently stretch, and then gently look over your right shoulder. Let's do it one more time on each side. Perfect. And again. Perfect. Let's go ahead now and do massage twisting. So now we're going to bring our shoulder in front here, pulling that arm back and down and squeezing and staying nice and centered. And we may notice our core muscles come in so that we stay as centered as possible. And then we relax as we pull our shoulders down when they're in front and behind us. And then we use those core muscles to stay lifted and stretched in our spine. And then pull the shoulders down for 5 and 4. Squeezing back into your mid-back, getting that awesome stretch. And 2 and 1. Go ahead and relax. Let's take our hands in front and cross, and up we go. This time just connect your fingertips at the top. And let's go ahead and drop. Make sure your mouth is closed. You're checking in with your mouth posture. Cross in front. Up we go. This time, hands in prayer position. I want you connecting at all 4 corners of your hands, feeling a little shoulder activation here, and then relax. Down we go. Cross in front. Up we go again, this time into dive. One hand on top of the other, thumb wrapped around. And go ahead and release, cross in front. One more time, up to dive. The other hand on top, wrap that thumb, stretch up. And release, cross in front. We're gonna come up to trophy pose. So I want your hands up like this, just like a trophy, and I want you to lift up through your ribs and hold for 5, 4, lift, 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 3, 2, and 1. Relax, take your fingers on your shoulders and pull your shoulders down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Go ahead and take your hands up to a nice Vitruvian stretch, reaching straight out, keeping space in your neck for 6, 5, 4, wide open fingers, stretch through your lats, 3, 2, and 1, and drop back up, this time twisting, so your right hand is forward in this beautiful warrior stretch for 5, 4, poised here, space in your neck, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax as you twist the other direction, and then get into a nice stretch here, front to back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center and down. Go ahead and pull your shoulders up and forward and hunch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax and stand up. Give me some hip twists here with a mid bounce, stretching into your hips and also activating your calves up through the balls of your feet. 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna do upper compass moves for 40 seconds. Let's go ahead and get into those northies in 2 and 1. So take the mid bounce out and reach up here. Straightening your left hand when your left leg is straight. Same on both sides, and just relaxing here in flexibility. But we're also working on symmetry, so stay nice and balanced. Feel the stretching through your core. Go ahead and flip your palms up and pull your elbows behind you, opening up through your chest. Beautiful. We're gonna go back up to northy. This time I want you to pull your fingers back and push up through your palms. Excellent, 2 and 1. Now I'm gonna have you take your hands into ballet pose here. Nice round upper arm flex, and we're gonna start to do some front kicks. So you can have 2 mid bounces here or 1. I find 1 mid bounce does help with balance. So I want poise here, space in your neck, easy front kicks. If you want to remove your hands and have your hands down, that's fine too. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take it out to the side. Easy side kicks. We've got to stay balanced. We've got to focus on our strength here. And then gentle breathing through the nose. Drop the shoulders a little bit more. Now pull the heels up behind you and stretch your quads. Beautiful. Feel that strengthening in your back. Now let's take the heels forward and do some hacky sacks. Finding that balance. Again, drop your hands down if you're losing form. Keep your hands up if you're feeling good. Perfect. Let's take it out to the side again. Little side kicks. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Just relax. And this is when we get to do our bottoms up. So grab your chair, and we're going to rest and relax in bottoms up. When I hang out in bottoms up in the evening times, I have so much fun with it because I play around with it, and I want you to do the same thing. And so if you can, if you have the chair and you feel good to do this, feel free to play around with bottoms up in a way where you can stretch a little deeper. Maybe you can even come up on the balls of your feet, just like this. And maybe you can roll back into your heels and lift your toes up. And then you can obviously move your feet positions around so that you can be in Mary Poppins, and you can be in a little pigeon toe. You can bend one knee and bounce gently into the other standing leg, and then bend the other knee. Beautiful. And maybe you see if you can drop down. Now I could be on my forearms on my chair here, which is very low, which is the same depth that I would be if my hands were on the rim, but I just have a little bit more easier world, more support, more stability here. And we can have so much fun because we can try straightening our legs out, see how that feels, to stick the booty out a little bit, and then we can bounce faster, and we can see what it feels like to bounce faster. We can do all sorts of fun things. Let's go ahead now and take the last 30 seconds to do a deep hip squat. So we're gonna position our legs and feet, and we can use the chair and use our handlebar to dip down into a deep squat. And you're gonna need to find your positioning in your legs so that this feels good for you and you feel like you're working into your hips. You also can work into having your feet more narrow and sitting into this deep squat position here and working into the tops of your ankles and seeing how it feels to work into your flexibility here. And we are working on our flexibility, and we have all of this rim to hold on to around us, and we have our handlebar here. We really can make progress in our flexibility in this deep squat because of what this rebounder gives us. Beautiful job. When you're ready, go ahead and use your handlebar and stand back up. We'll recover bounce here for 25 more seconds. If you want, keep your eyes relaxed and keep your breath calm and just relax your body in your poise. Feel yourself bouncing. And done. Beautiful, beautiful job. Well done, trophies. And another thing too, now that you've done this class, and maybe this is the second time you're doing this class, but now that you've done this class, you know if you do it again, you know what to expect, you know it's coming, and you know that you can bring any intensity that your heart desires. And doing these workouts at a super low intensity, just watch what happens. Just watch what happens. Because when you reserve that energy for the rest of your day, your mood's better, your appetite isn't roaring. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes when we work out really hard, it can really pique the appetite, and that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying when we keep it low intensity, sometimes we just burn more fat and we don't increase our appetite all that much. We also recover faster, and we are more likely to get on a rebounder more often, because when we come in with that low intensity, we really do associate these really easy world feelings with being on our rebounder, and then we think, I want more, I want more, I want more. And when you're in that momentum of hanging out on your rebounder more and more and more often, you get the consistency, but you also get the frequency, momentum, consistency, progression, speed. It's so exciting to be in that groove. And again, permission to come in at a low intensity every single class, or meet your energy right where you're at. No questions about it. And you will be on your rebounder more often, and you will build up the momentum, and you will be a whole new person in a month, a whole new person in 3 months, a whole new person in 6 months, a whole new person in a year. And it's just gonna keep changing. You're gonna keep progressing into your newest and latest trophy body, and it never ends. As long as you're coming in and having fun, and if your strength is building up faster and faster and faster, you're showing up different in classes because you're stronger, and you're connecting to it, and you're feeling it, and it's giving you the biggest reward because you're feeling that strength and you're going, I am stronger. And you're walking around in your life, standing taller, nose breathing, staying relaxed, feeling strong, seeing definition, feeling alive and feeling energized and feeling healthy. And you know why. You know why. It's because you're in here in these classes with the Trophy Twins, having fun, learning, growing, and practicing, and becoming your best trophy self, all in the comfort of your own home, easy world. On a resistance mat, pumping every cell in your body, keeping your joints flexible and mobile and strong, and keeping your muscles flexible and mobile and strong. Can I say it again? I'm gonna say it again. Stiff, scar tissue, build up muscle, no bueno. We are building beautiful, flexible muscle tissue in these classes. And that is the beauty of rebounding. It takes care of your muscles. It takes care of your joints. It takes care of your lymphatic system. It takes care of all of your organs. It takes care of your bones. It takes care of your mood and your brain. It takes care of you and your life, your trophy life. So keep at it, have fun, and approach every workout with fun and with excitement, and with curiosity, and let your trophy life roll. You're the star of your trophy life. Let it roll. Let it play. You are the star. Enjoy it. It is now. It's happening right now. You're already in your groove, and it's rolling. So roll high, trophies. Feel strong, feel alive, feel poised, feel proud. I'll see you in the next class. Love you all so much. Bye for now.